What I'm working on today is a Briggs L-head that is leaking from the carburetor there. I'm going to replace the gaskets and the needle and seat. Take the air filter cover off here and the air filter. Then we'll take a 5/16, remove these three. Okay, with those three removed, there is one more on the very top here in this particular model. Some don't have this little shield. Now we can go and pull this down. There is our breather hose. Goes on the back here. Just simply pull that off. Well, apparently the fuel line here is piece of plumbing line that's for ice makers. I replaced it with a rubber hose here, but yet we'll go and take these two bolts out of here and take this carburetor off because it is leaking. If you don't have a little shut-off valve there, just take a locking pliers and you should have a rubber hose on there instead of this piece of plastic thing. Just clamp off your rubber hose here if it's not too hard, but still flexible and good shape. That'll keep the fuel from running out. And we'll take these two 3/8 bolts out of there. Now with those two bolts out of there, it'll tilt down and you can tilt your carburetor and unhook the governor linkage there. Next, what we'll do is take a 1/2 inch or a 13mm and remove our bowl. Have a rag handy because some fuel is going to leak out. Okay, we're going to take and pull this pin out of here. Sometimes you need a little pliers. We're going to pull this pin out of here, pick up our float here. Here's our needle valve. We're going to replace that seat in there because it's leaking a little bit, and we're going to take this little bowl gasket and replace that as well. Okay, I purchased a little Briggs gasket kit here. I took the old gasket off of here. I just peeled it off. As you can see, it's pretty well deteriorated. That's why it's leaking. So next I'm going to take and pull the little seat out of there. I'm just going to take a drywall screw here, just thread it in there by hand, and then take a pliers and then pull this out. Next, what I'm going to do is find a drill bit that will fit pretty loosely in there, and that's 13/64. And hopefully the camera can pick this up. There is a groove side here and a smooth side. The groove side goes in. Okay, I'm going to put a drop of oil into my drill bit there with the grooves facing up. The oil will help it stick to it. And go and push it all the way up in there. Okay, next I'm going to put my gasket on here. I'm also going to just put a drop of oil on here. Put it around there, and we're going to slip our gasket on there. Next, what we'll do is take our float. There's a bunch of varnish on there. I cleaned that off. We'll slip our needle valve in that little groove. Place that in over our seat. And now we're going to take that pin and put it in there. So now we'll check to see how the float looks, and it is sitting up a little high. So what we'll do, we'll take this pin out of here, take our needle valve, and then take a file to the end of it, file it a little bit so the float will come up and be level with the surface of the carburetor body. Okay, just took a little material off there. Now we'll put it back in the float, put it back together, and take a look at it. As you can see, it's more parallel to the carburetor body than it was before. I think that'll be pretty good, so we'll go ahead and clean our bowl out here. It was a little scuzzy. I took some steel wool, cleaned it out real good, sprayed it out. So we'll go and put that on there. Take our main jet, cleaned it up a little bit, and make sure that that hole is clear all the way through. Put our new gasket on there, and we'll tighten this up a little over snug. Okay, next what you want to do is make sure this O-ring is on there and in good shape. Looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead, connect our governor linkage back up on there. And we'll go and put our 2 3/8 bolts in there. Okay, we'll hook our fuel line up. Slide the clamp up there. Okay, now we got our fuel line hooked up. We want to double check, make sure there's no leaks here. Looks good. So next what we'll do is take our new gasket, put it back on the back of the airbox here. If you don't put a new gasket on, many a times your primer won't work, and then it's really hard starting. Okay, we'll line that little nipple up with our breather hose. We'll go ahead and put our screws in here. And we'll snug these down. Before we put her all back together, you're going to want to try to prime it and then look to see if there's a little fuel coming out of that brass piece in there, and it looks good. So we'll go ahead and put our air filter on and our cover, and then that one little bolt on the top here on that heat shield. Okay, I changed the oil because many a times when it's leaking fuel like that, it gets inside the engine and crankcase. So we're all ready to check her out now.